Hi, welcome to week 8 of reading. So, over the past several weeks, we have read a few stories. We have looked at very um, different stories. The first 4 weeks, we were talking about um, civics and your civic duty and making the right call and helping people and just trying to be a better person, whether that was Jesse Jackson or Cesar Chavez or how America came to be America. Um, but the past few weeks, we have been working on taking a look at um, different types of stories. So we're looking more at fiction. So before it was nonfiction, now we're looking at fiction, and we're sticking with realistic fiction, which you may remember is um, a story that is fake or make believe. However, it sounds like something that definitely can happen. So this week's story isn't any different. The name of our story is like Night and Day, and it is a level T, so it is not on our reading level. However, that does not mean that you aren't able to read it. So when I talk about our reading level, I'm talking about something that you are able to read independently, understand, not need any help. With this story, when we get into the higher level stories, uh, you most likely can read it. You're just going to have a more difficult time understanding it. So, this story, like Night and Day, is all about what we've been doing over the past couple weeks, making predictions, making decisions, making choices. What's going to happen? What's going on? So, when I take a look at the title, like Night and Day, and I see it looks like to me that it's dark outside. I see little tube here, which I know that's a telescope. So to me, when I'm thinking like night and day, I'm thinking they're going to be looking at stars. And since the word days in there, maybe they're just talking about, well, you can't do this. You can only do this at night. Here's what you're going to do during the day. But I truly have no idea. So we are going to be reading about our characters, Simon and Ray, and we'll be finding out about them as we read. A very important reading skill is note taking. Right. So if you were at home, I would suggest if you are able to print this out, please print this out. And while you are reading, we're making this week we're making predictions. So we're looking for what we think's going to happen. All right. So if you find something that goes along with your prediction or what you think's going to happen, maybe grab a highlighter or grab a pen and underline or highlight what happened that made you think your prediction was right. If you don't have the ability to print, you can always take notes on a sheet of paper. When we open up and get to our second page of the story, we're going to see there's a focus question. It says, how do Ray and Simon differences and similarities help them to develop a friendship? So another thing we could be taking notes on, highlighting, underlining is how are our characters the same and how are they different? Also, as we go through our story, keep in mind our text features. So when we talk about text features, we talk about uh, things like pictures. We also talk about throughout the story, we will see that some of our words, and I'm looking for one here. Here we are. We'll see some of our words are darker colors than others. So up here, we see this word is a dark black. That's telling me that that word can be found in our glossary. The glossary is always on the back page. We have looked at the glossary before, and that gives us definitions of words that we are not familiar with. So, as you read your job this week, make predictions. What do you think is going to happen? Part of making predictions is also changing your thoughts as you get more information. So, if your prediction is wrong, stop, think about how you can change it. Also, take notes, highlight things, and look for those similarities and differences between our characters. If you have any questions, please use chat to let me know. Otherwise, I hope that you continue to work on that skill of making predictions and finding our similarities and differences.